A big part of living life is dreaming big and making plans. But in this video, I want to share with you 3 reasons why you don't need to announce these things to everyone around you. Stick around. This is one of these videos where some people are going to have a different philosophy. Some people like the pressure that comes along with announcing what they're going to do and using that pressure to hold themselves accountable. If you fall into that category, I respect you for that. But I happen to believe that announcing what we're going to do, our big dreams, our big plans, I happen to believe that it's not very advantageous, and I'm going to share with you why. I will admit, it's a little tempting to share our big plans with everybody around us, friends, family members, co-workers, because the response we get from people can be a type of instant gratification, and it makes us feel in some ways like we've already achieved it when we're telling everybody what we're going to do. Which leads to my first point. We're only human, and we're not always able to do what we say we're going to do. It just happens like that. Plans fall through, things fall apart, we shoot, we miss. It happens. We're people. But if we never told people what we were going to do in the first place, that's one less thing for us to have to answer questions about, have to explain, and just have to deal with. We can't put a price tag on our reputation and our credibility, and things like that weaken our credibility. It's just reality. We've all known people that started projects, and in the back of our mind, we thought to ourselves, yeah, I wonder when this is going to come to an end. I wonder what the next big thing is going to be. And with a lot of these people, our cynicism tends to be accurate. One little example of this would be you're writing your first book. Well, it's very exciting to get on social media and say, I'm writing a book, everyone. I'm writing a book. Well, now everybody's looking for the book to come out at a certain point. And when the book doesn't come out, all you did was make a bunch of noise. What if you just wrote the book in silence and released that bad boy at the right time, and now everybody knows you wrote a book? Telling people what we're going to do may come across as confidence and faith to one, but it may come across as arrogance to another. Now, I'm not talking about not sharing plans with the closest people to you, such as a business partner or a spouse, but just with the crowd at large, it's just something I would stay away from. We're only giving people even more reasons to be all up in our business. The most important person to tell and convince is yourself. The second reason why we shouldn't go around telling people our big plans is that not everybody around you is for you. Not everybody in your life truly cares about you. I recently did a video on signs that you're dealing with a jealous person in your life, and if you tell the wrong people what you're going to do, you may be creating for yourself an adversary that's going to work against you that you don't even know about. It's hard for people to thwart or get in the way of things that they don't know is going on. And if you don't think there's people in your life that would want to thwart or discourage your efforts, think again. If we're going to let anybody know, it should be a very small, trusted circle of people. And I mean real small. The third reason why we shouldn't share our big dreams and plans with people is that we can create for ourselves undue pressure in the process. If you've ever worked in corporate America, as I have, you learned the acronym for goals, SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Granted, the corporate America scene really wasn't for me in the long run, but that's always a piece of information that I valued and considered needed and relevant. We should have specific goals. We should be able to measure them. They need to be attainable. They need to be realistic, and they need to be time-bound, but we need to work within our own time frame and not the pressure of proving to others that we're actually going to do everything we said we were going to do. Do you have big dreams? Do you have a big plan? Well, I would start working towards that. I would work silently. I'd work consistently. I would plow along. Eventually, your results are just going to speak for themselves, and people are going to be like, wow, man, I didn't know you had this going on. So I want to encourage you. You may have a couple of people you want to confide in, but I would be very careful about getting on social media with this stuff and telling a whole bunch of people. It just is never a good thing from what I have seen. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.